Okay, so this is going to be the August reading for the sign of Aries. So anyone with prominent Aries placements in the birth chart, thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's open up the channel. Let's bring forth the messages for the Aries collective for August 2023. I hit 100 subscribers on the channel. I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports the channel, who has subscribed and who likes the videos. I really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would love to have you there. And if you gain any perspective or insight from today's reading, please like the video, hit the little thumbs up button. That does really help me out. I would be very grateful. Aries, what is coming through for the month, please? Who am I reading for today? Whose energy is showing up today? What are the most important messages for this collective in today's reading? All right. Ooh. Okay. What is coming through for Aries? What is in their personal energy for the month of August 2023, please? The Ace of Pentacles. So this is in your personal energy. So this is you are looking for an opportunity to grow something. You have been planting seeds. You have been speaking about certain new ideas or new concepts. There's a new fresh energy to this card. I don't know how long you've been in this type of state or energetic state. I don't know if you are just starting with planting this seed or if you are already sort of reaping the rewards of it. But there is an opportunity that's coming through that it seems very inevitable. Money on the mind this month, Aries. Money, stability, finances, growth. New opportunities coming through. At least that's what you are striving for this month. I feel like you are working hand in hand between you and God, you and the universe, to get something going and make something happen. There is a sense that something is brand new. So if this is a new idea that you have had, that you have been wanting to start the process on, I think that August you are going to find yourself gaining traction and starting to move. There could be movement involved as well. But there's definitely opportunity coming through, and this sort of change or opportunistic thing is very divinely guided, like sent forth by the universe. Something that you have definitely been asking for, but it doesn't feel too drastic. It doesn't feel too like if this is a change that is going to cause reaction or emotion or, you know, just like a breakdown. This feels very soft. This is like a soft, quiet change. It could be something that you're doing from like an internal change, but like in a way of, by you making this internal change, it is going to allow you to open up to more possibility, open up to more opportunity. So it's a type of change that you know will give you some material gain. So let's just say a change like, as an example, if it has to do with like work ethic or, you know, the type of employee or like your drive when it comes to work. Right? Like you are looking, you need more money, you need more stability, you need, you know, something to change and level up as it relates to your finances, but you've been in this steady job for so long, you know how much it's going to gain you, right? Like you've already, how can I say? Like you've been doing this for long enough that you're not going to be able to gain money from anywhere else if you don't like put in some work, if that makes sense. Put in some work and push yourself. Because if you don't push yourself anymore, you're never going to get the gain that you're looking for. You're just going to be steady. And it feels as though you need something. You need more right now. And I don't know if that is just like a overall like sense of I want more for my life, or if something in your environment is coming through, like your rent just went up, or you know, you have more bills all of a sudden, or maybe you just got a new vehicle and now you have a car payment, something like that. So therefore you are looking for ways to get more money, but the only way that you can do that is by doing an internal change within yourself, so you can push yourself to work more, if that makes sense. But again, it does feel like a quiet change, like a silent. I don't think you are speaking about it to many people. I don't think you are really asking for anyone's advice right now, or anyone's help or opinion. It's like, I am going to do this, but I don't want anyone to notice that I'm changing. I don't know, I feel something like that too. Like if people think of you a certain way for so long, and then like if they notice that you are working more, working harder, you don't want people to see you that way for some reason. Like, I don't know why I'm getting this. I don't know who I'm reading for, but it's almost as though you want people to think that your life is easy. You want people to think that you don't have any problems, or what you have, like your material things, like come to you easy. Money comes to you easy, but maybe it's not necessarily like that. And maybe you're at a point where right now, or maybe before it was like that. Money would come to you easily, or things would come easily, but for some reason right now it's not, right? So this month it's like you have to push yourself to work more so you can get more, but you don't want anybody to know that. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. All right, what is in the environment for the Aries, please? So this could be people, your circumstance that you're in, a situation that you're in. What is coming through in the environment for the Aries for August 2023? You have the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords. Yeah, so you're definitely looking for a more independence. So maybe you're depending on others right now to help pay for bills or more. Yeah, it's very financial. So this month has to do a lot with your money and your work. So in your environment, you do have an opportunity. Actually, you do. You have an opportunity to get more money and to be more independent and more secure. Whatever it is that you feel that you're lacking, it's here. Okay? It's just it's a mental shift. There's probably a mental thing that is blocking you. It could come from a trauma or a really deep-rooted behavior or thought process, belief system that you have about yourself, like your inability to push yourself more. Yeah, it's like stop with all of that. Stop with that thinking that, you can't do it for whatever reason. I do feel that is happening, or that has happened in the recent past, where you just feel like you maybe without you knowing it, I feel like you have sabotaged your opportunity to have what it is that you need to get more, to be more independent and more secure. And I don't know if you really know that, but I feel like this month you're starting to see that some of your behaviors and actions or inaction that you have is starting, like you're starting to see that, like pinpoint the behavior that you need to change in order to get what you need financially. And I think that's what I was saying. There's an internal change that you need to go through, and it is going to result in more work and more effort put on your plate. But whatever sabotage type of behavior that you had in the past, in order for you to get that stability, that security, that financial increase, you know, the good job, the promotion, you know, the side hustle, like whatever it is, you're going to have to overcome some of these deeply rooted thought processes about yourself and your ability and your capability, your potential. You know, like the I can't do that for whatever reason, need to just stop. Like you have to eliminate all of that type of talk and just really push yourself and do it scared and do it, you know, with like have the courage and have the bravery. But there's clarity coming through again as it relates to where you usually hold yourself back this month. So at least you have that, right? Like this is still in the beginning stages. This is opportunity coming forth to you, and it's on you to say yes or no. It's on you to be really clear and clean and open about your path and not allow mental games to prevent you from taking the opportunities that are coming your way, because they're definitely presenting themselves this month. And you don't want to ignore them. I do also see that, like maybe you're the type that always thinks or even speaks about, you know, I need more money, I need more stability, I want to have more this, I want to move into a better house, I want to buy a better car, like whatever it is. And it's like a thing of, but I don't have the opportunity, or I can't do it because of something, or, you know, I wish my job gave me more money, or I wish I could have a job like this that, you know, like checks all the boxes that you have. Or it's like wishing and talking about it, but not necessarily like finding reasons why it's not there, why you can't have it, but not necessarily changing that concept to I can have it, I can do it, right? Like if I really want something, I just have to be clear, put a plan together and go out and get it, right? And so there's action that needs to be taken, and coming out of your comfort zone and a little bit of risk taking. And I feel like the Aries that I'm speaking to may not have tapped into that part of the Aries nature that they are known for, right? And we understand that, you know, with you guys being the first sign of the zodiac, with you guys being the first fire sign, there's a lot of initiation, right? It's the ending, it's the longevity that probably most Aries struggle with. But I'm tapping into an Aries that has struggled with the initiation. So that's where you shine, right? Getting things started, getting the ball rolling, looking and taking advantage of the opportunity. It's the later on part that usually the Aries sort of struggles with, right? But they usually have no problem with starting the thing. So whoever I'm tapping into, like, just know that's your strength, okay? Is to take the opportunity, to grab it, to identify it, to create it, to start something. And you're in the starting phase right now. So you just have to take that step that you've been preventing and that you've been ignoring or dismissing or in denial about, something like that. And I don't mean to make anyone feel like shit. I really, really don't. You know, but this is what I'm getting from the cards and from my intuition right now. And I think that you have everything that it takes. All of these pentacles are here. There's clarity here, and there's even the universe stepping in to help hold your hand in a spiritual way, energetic way. And so it's clear to me that there's opportunity for you to have what you need this month, and you just need to get out of your head and out of your own way and just take the plunge. Okay? All right, so we're going to do a 12 card spread, and we are going to see what's coming through for the month. Anything that the Aries needs to anticipate, be prepared for, know about as it relates to people in their environment, situations, circumstances. We'll start off with the beginning of the month. Let's get some more detail for the Aries for the beginning of August, please. right, so you have the Four of Swords. So at the beginning of the month, you probably have like a overload of mental energy that you need to recover from and rest. The Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So here's more Pentacle energy. For some of you, you've probably been resting for a while. So it's like the opposite. So if you have come from a place of heightened mental energy, sometimes that does like affect our body, and it affects our health, and you know, our body is telling us like, okay, you need to stop, you need to rest, right? But then I also feel that some of you have been in rest mode for a prolonged period of time as well. It's like it's been long overdue since you have really laid out your life in front of you and saw all of the different aspects of where your life is, the reality of your life. And there is a need to really evaluate every aspect of it, especially the big things, right? Like your health, your job, money, your home life, you know, your love life, like all of the different quote unquote departments of life, and really take stock and a second look, or just a look, and go into like, what do I need to change? What needs more focus? What am I putting too much focus on that I am not paying attention to other more important areas of life? It's a balance. I'm feeling that there's a need for balance with you guys. There may be some people coming through that are going to inspire you in some way to do that, or help you do that. But this is a long time coming. In the beginning of the month, there's also an element of a person or group of people showing up that maybe have taken a long time to get here. For some of you, I don't know what that means. It's like, I haven't seen you in so long, or I haven't done this in so long, or I haven't been here like in so long. So there's that element as well. I also feel like some of you are working or focusing on your health and doing a little bit of aesthetic maintenance. So it could be as simple as dyeing your hair or going to the spa, but also it could, you know, even go into like more serious stuff like surgery or something like that, but for aesthetic purposes, for your looks. In the middle of the month comes through, you have a newfound passion, inspiration, like your creative drive is through the roof here, the middle of the month. And again, there's a celebratory concept here, like you're meeting up with some people, you're socializing and you're mingling, going into the middle of the month in some way. But again, you know, heavy with that reevaluating your life situation. And if you're not reevaluating your entire life, you're definitely reevaluating your money and your stability. You are making conscious choices. This choice, whatever choice you need to make, you've needed to make this decision. You've needed to do something for a really long time. Like, you've known this, whatever this is. It has to do with your job, your money, your career, your finances, your budgeting, something like that. But you know that it's long, long overdue. and it is coming up. I don't know what this Three of Cups is. I'm going to clarify it, but it does feel as though people are involved with this. People are pushing you to do it. People are giving you feedback. Maybe you, I don't know, you stumbled across some social media person, and they just sort of inspired you or something like that to make this change. I don't know. We'll see. All right, middle of the month, again, like I was saying, there is a inspiration, passion here, something new. Again, you are already in that energy of creating opportunity and planting these seeds over here. You have options. And I was saying, there is definitely opportunity. Middle of the month, you're going to see what your options are. And it's just like, what do I do? What do I pick? You need to pick whatever is going to set you up for the long haul with the Hierophant here. But there is a contract. There is a commitment that you are going. It's like you can't. It's like sacrifice, right? Like there's an element of sacrifice in order to receive or deserve or something like that, right? Like you got to put in some work, you got to be committed, you got to be dedicated, and you don't got to be anything. I mean, of course, right? Like we all have our free will. But in order for your vision to come through, in order for you to get what you really, really need, there is a level of commitment. And it has to speak to you. It has to make you feel alive. It has to resonate with your soul and your heart and your being in some way, whatever this thing is. Five of Wands. So yeah, there's still people here. There's people, but then there isn't, unless they come through at the end of the month, which is a little odd. So it's like they're in your peripherals. They may be just like observing or watching what you do, or like because you're sort of focused on this thing, maybe they're not used to it. They're not used to you being too focused on something like that, or I don't know. But the middle of the week, yes, you have opportunity. But there's also a lack of balance here, so you want to be careful with that. There's a lot of different moving parts to a situation. And if this is a group of people, then there's going to be a lot of people that are not on the same page. But I can see how this may feel confusing and just a little frustrating, because you're so inspired to make this change and to do these things, and you know that there's opportunity here for grabs, and you just wish like it was easier. You just wish it wasn't that hard. And it just goes back to this. It goes back to this mental place, this belief system that you have on yourself. There's a blockage. There's something that you can't pinpoint. You can't really tell or see like what holds you back. Or you can't tell why this certain part of your life is never clear. Like you wish it was just easier. Like there's other things in your life that are super clear and it's always an easy decision and an easy move. But when it comes to this particular thing that has to do with your money or your job or your role, like your position, something like that, it's just like never clear. And it's frustrating. But it's also calling to commit, and you're just like, I don't even know what I'm committing to. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this means. I don't know what kind of opportunity this is. There's something that's off with it. It's not clear. It's not concise. It's not direct. It's not to the point. It's very vague. And therefore confusing. So how can you make a decision if it's like that? Don't. I would advise not to. If something is confusing and you don't know what's what, and you know, people are not being clear, or whatever the case is, like, that's an indicator to not do the thing. What's coming through for the end? And I'll clarify some of this for you in a little bit. I just want to get all of the cards out. What's coming through for the end of the month for the Aries? So you have 4 of Wands. This is great. So you are, you feel at home. You feel comfortable, cozy. You are spending time like rearranging your house or beautifying your home, or you're entertaining, you're having people over. Just this card comes with really good feels. Some of you are looking into real estate, or moving, or buying yourself a home, or something like that. Like you're researching something about your home, or it could be like doing research at home. I don't know what that means. But there's a new energy, like a new fresh, I'm just learning, I'm just, how can I say, like, yeah, I'm just learning. I'm what is it? Like a student, there you go. A student of something, a learner, like whatever you're diving into at the end of the month, maybe this is when you get to really dive into the passion or the opportunity that's coming through. And, it's sort of like you're spending a lot of your time doing that, but this is once you get out of this confusion. The King of Swords is here, the counterpart to the Queen of Swords. So it does seem as though you probably end up getting out of this confusing moment that you are going to experience in the middle of the month, and be more clear and collected toward the end, which is going to cause or result in you being really excited and passionate. And here's the Ace of Wands. Excited and passionate about whatever this new opportunity is. There's definitely some truth coming through as well. So good. So you're just, it's like the clarity comes, right? Like you're taking stock, you're reevaluating your position, your situation, whatever the case is. And yes, there may be some people involved here. And then you start to just go through all of your options, filter things through, make some decisions. But during that process, there is going to be a confusion that comes through with it. But by the end of the month, your clarity comes through, the truth comes through, it's clear, the path is there. And you are communicating, and you are coming off like you know what you want, very direct, very matter of fact. You're telling people, like, now you're able to open up. Now you're able to really discuss the things that you have been going through. Because I think that throughout this time, you're not going to really be open about it. Maybe with like 1 or 2 people that are really close to you. But if you are looking to make a change, you're not going to be talkative. You're going to go through the motions of this change, do all the things that come with this change. And then by the end of the month, once it's clear, once it's all said and done, maybe some of you signed a contract or committed yourself to something, then you're going to come out and you're going to discuss it with the people that you need to discuss it with. All right, let's get some more insight. Do some clarifying for some of these cards here. Get more details and go a little deeper into the reading. What is this? Yeah, so the 3 of Swords comes before the 4 of Swords. So that's what I was saying about you are coming out of a mental anguish, a mental, like a high level of mental activity. And so you're healing from it and you're resting from it. Some of you were actually let down in July. Some of you were like you had some hurt feelings. Maybe something ended. And so starting August, you are sort of recovering from this little bit of heartbreak that you went through. And it was something, a big, like a change that had taken a really long time to happen. I feel like somebody came through and hurt your feelings in some way. Yeah, there was an awareness moment with another person that you're sort of healing from, which is also causing you to really take a second look at your life. Like if you ended it with someone, or there's like been a change in relationship dynamics with another person, or with a job or situation at home, like just change in general that wasn't the best, didn't feel the best, you're healing from it. This thing had to run its course and taken its time to get to this level, this moment. But it's also because of that, it's really causing you to take a step back and reevaluate either that part of your life or your life in general. Yeah, because you're healing from it. What is the Three of Cups? Who are these people? Someone has made you aware of something at the beginning of the month. It may have to do, again, because you have a lot of pentacle energy with your money and your finances. But it is causing, because of this awareness, whatever this is, it doesn't feel the best. It came in sort of out of nowhere, but it did cause you to, again, reevaluate your position and your status in some way, to make sure that you need to pay attention and put focus on the things that you need to put focus on. And it does feel like it's finances. All right, what is this? What are the options here? What is this new inspiration? You have the Tower and the High Priestess. You are connecting with your higher self, with spirit in some way, with your spirit guides, your inner knowing more than anything. This new passion is like, it gives me a feeling of, I never knew that I would like this. I never knew I would be so good at this. I never even thought of this type of opportunity, or I never, this thing never crossed my mind, like something like that. So it's like a big aha moment, especially with the Judgment and the Tower card here. It's like there's a moment this month where your eyes are going to be open. Okay, like there was a blind spot that you had for the longest time. And it does feel as though that blockage, right? That blockage, once again, it's like once this thing comes to the forefront, these people come and tell you this news, your eyes open, you get this sense of awareness and clarity. Like you are aware, you see something differently with a bigger, broader perspective. It's like now you can break open and break out of this blockage that had held you back, right? That wasn't just based off of your own internal behaviors, but also there was literally something in your environment, in your situation, that was blocking as well, that was confusing, that was vague, that you couldn't really pinpoint what it was. And it does seem as though this is going to come to light, and it's going to open opportunity. It's like a big aha awareness moment. And you may even be telling yourself, like, I knew this. I knew that's what it was, right? Which is also a good opportunity for you to start to work with your inner knowing, so that way you can, be able to pick up on these things sooner rather than later. But it is a new opportunity coming through, and you feel it in your gut. You feel it with your intuition and your instinct that you need to take on this opportunity and say yes to it. Amazing, beautiful. This is going to level you up in some way. You will go through a level up here. It's going to be, like for some of you, I want to use the word lucky. But you're definitely at the right place at the right time. There's that King. You're going to know it. It's going to be clear to you. If something comes through and you feel like this is the thing, I need to go this way, I need to pick this thing, I need to take advantage of that, I need to say yes to this or no to that, like you just know it. Do not start to second guess that. Do not go into this like shadowy, messy, confusing area of yourself. Just run with it. This is the opportunity to do what the Aries does best. Like, you will feel it in your gut. You will know it. It will be clear. If you hold back on this thing, it's because of your trauma. It's because of that deep-rooted behavior that is probably coming from a sense like a little bit of low self-confidence. I don't mean to sound shitty. Everybody has it. Okay? Everybody goes through that. So if you have this clarity moment and you know with all of your gut and your instincts and your clarity that this is the thing that you need to do, but you start stopping yourself and justifying why you cannot do it, that's your indicator that you are sabotaging yourself and you're stopping yourself. You need to take the plunge, take the risk, take the leap. What's the 5 of Wands? There's that 3 of Cups again. There's something about people. People are giving you opportunity. If you're involved in a group of people and everybody has their own wants, interests, and needs, their own agenda, their own, like they're out for themselves, you just need to go on your own. Okay? You need to just get away from this group. You don't, maybe, like, I don't want to say this to sound ugly, but you don't owe anybody anything. Everybody is on their own journey. You're not responsible for their journey. You're not responsible to hold their hand. Do not, in this case, because it does seem as though you need something financial, right? Which is important as we are human living in this earthly realm. We need money. So if you find yourself being a martyr, is that the word? Where you are sacrificing yourself for somebody else to gain something, where you are thinking of the group first and not yourself, that's not the way to go this month. You can do that another time. You can get back to your group later. Right now, this opportunity is yours and only yours, and you need to take advantage of it because it doesn't belong to them. There's something that's specific for you, and there is probably going to be a moment in the middle of the month especially where you become aware that this opportunity stands, it is real, you want to take it, and then also it is going to involve you to leave a group. Even if it's just for a little bit. It doesn't have to be forever, but it does have to be for this situation. Because this group is not on the same page as you, and I don't even think they're on the same page as each other, and I think that for most of them, they're just as confused as you feel that you are, right? So it's just a lot of messy, confusing energy. You need to be clear, calm, collected, direct, to the point with yourself and with what you want, and follow that destined path that is just yours. Go on your own. What is this here at the end of the month? Ooh, so this is the opportunity here. So you manifested it. You literally manifested it. It does involve you leaving something though. This is just a 1 month reading. It is not the end all be all of life. Okay? So if you need to go alone for a bit and you feel bad about it, I don't know what to tell you. I understand that people are more empathetic than me. I get it, especially if you know me. But, You need to, like, there are moments in life where you just need to think about yourself, okay? Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does it, right? This other person, whoever this is, if they get an opportunity like this and they're in the same position, like, are they gonna sacrifice themselves and their well-being for them, their family and their stability and their income and all of that, right? Like, no, they're not. And it's okay. It's okay for you to think of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you can come back to them later. This is an opportunity for you to be good. You need to be in a good spot so that way you can come and help, right? How it's like that whole thing of take care of yourself so you can take care of others or something like that. I don't know what the real phrase is. I am an empathetic person. Sometimes. No, I am. I don't even know. Now it just sounds fake. Okay, I'm moving on from that. What else is going on here? Let's see. 4 of Wands, Page of Swords. The opportunity is there. I mean, there's, I don't understand, like, you feel good by the end of the month. You took it. For those of you that take the opportunity, by the end of the month, you're starting to learn it. You're starting to get into it. You're feeling it. You're having fun with it. I mean, the 4 of Wands, like, this is a beautiful energy. Okay, we are happy here. We are happy in our environment. We are happy in our home. We are happy within ourselves. Like, there is harmony and camaraderie. Am I saying that right? I don't know why that word came into my mind, but, like, you know, there are people who are on your side, who are actually on the same page as you, right? And there's an element of support and kindness here. Okay, so you do have people on your side. I don't know. I guess there's just aspects to your situation that I'm not privy to in this reading that would cause someone to feel like shit, even though they're in a good, they just came into a good thing. So, I mean, I understand that. I just don't know what that is, and I can't see it for me to really, like, think to myself, like, what would be the reason someone would be sad? You know, if they were able to get an opportunity and take an opportunity and, you know, have fun with it and do well with it and be interested in it and inspired in it, you know, like, this is beautiful, beautiful, energetic state of being here. So why the darkness? Does it have to do with whatever broke your heart in July? Like, you want to share it with that person or with that group or, you know, with whatever you lost? Like, you wish they were here so you can share it with them and they can go through it with you and they can be like, look what I did. You know, I finally did it. Maybe. Yeah. All right. Well, it's okay. It's okay. You don't know what the future looks like. You don't know what the future holds. Celebrate for yourself here and whoever is in your circle of support, your support system. What is this? Ooh, that person came up again. So this is the King of Wands. It was one of the cards that clarified the 5 of Cups here. This person is either coming through or you are going to them. It's like bittersweet. Like you You did the thing that you need to do, right? For your well-being, your money, your independence, your financial security. But when it comes to matters of the heart, it's a different story this month, guys. And by the end of the month, there's going to be an opportunity for you to speak to somebody that probably hurt you, or you've been hurt by, or you hurt. Like, there's just a heavy emotional connection between you and this person, and you're going to come into contact with them in some way by the end of the month. And it's just like somebody that you feel like you lost, that you miss, someone who is not really in your environment but you do miss dearly, someone that you respect, that you love, that you see in high regard, that you admire, that has really is very charismatic, very passionate, probably gave you a lot of attention when y'all were together, had a lot of fun. You trusted them, or maybe, I don't know if you trusted them, but you definitely felt safe in their presence. But for some reason, this person brings with it some sad feelings. But you do care, and it's just y'all's relationship does not, you two are just not good together. I can't give you any more information on that. It's just, I can just say that this person is coming through at the end of the month in some way. And it's probably going to be a surprise. All right. Well, I think it's a beautiful reading regardless. If you are able to step out of your own way and really open up to opportunity that you are looking for and clearly in need of. I do feel that some of you are really in need of it. And so I feel like a group of people, whatever group you're associated with, definitely holds you back. Whether that is intentionally and you know it and you see it, or energetically where you don't know it but you can feel it. If you tap in and you really start to connect with your inner knowing. And once you do have that realization, you're going to tell yourself, I knew it. And so hopefully this is a little lesson for you to really follow that inner voice right from that point on. Because it does seem as though you were part of this group or in this situation for a very long time. And you have needed to make this change for a very long time. All right, what's coming through as advice from the universe for Aries? This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle. Ooh, passion. It's one of my favorite words. All right, so this is the number 34, breaking down to a 7. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. If this is not an Aries energetic vibration, I don't know what is. So this deck helps us tap in to the energetic vibrations of this part of us, like different parts of us. So in this case, it's the passion part of us, how to tap into our passion and vibrate energetically sitting in passion, if that makes sense. I'm going to read it one more time. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So if you feel chaotic, if you feel messy, or like you don't know what to do, which I did explain or pick up on that, especially in the beginning, like things are just not clear, like whatever the case is, I mean, that's also an indicator for you to step back and really find that balance and calmness, so that way you can tap into the passion itself and not the uncertainty. Don't confuse those two, or don't confuse passion with anxiety, right? Those are two different things, but they tend to be very similar in their vibration. So go within. The inner knowing, when you start to feel like that, determine what is anxiety and what is passion. And the passion will usually come with some sort of calmness at the core of it, right? Instead of neurotic. So, that's how you can tell the difference, if that makes sense. But there is a need to stay in your passion so you can take advantage of this opportunity that's coming through, so you can do the hard work that you need to do as it relates to doing some healing, going independent and is away from this group for a little bit at least, and really doing the work. I did mention that there is a sense of you have to do harder work in order to get more. And so I think that if you have the passion to do that and you start to vibrate and sit in the energy of passion, it's going to make a lot of this easier for you. Cool. All right, beautiful reading, Aries. I wish you all the best. I hope you have an amazing, awesome month of August. Please like the video if you got this far. Press the little thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And we will see you on the next one. Thank you.